But in all, single parenting is not really bad.
Yeah, welcome to Noble TV Live this wonderful afternoon. With me in the studio is a special guest, Lily Calvin. Lily Calvin, you're welcome to Noble TV Live.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my name is Chili Peters. We're going to embark on a serious topic, which is the effects, positive or negative, of single parenting. Parenting by widowhood, parenting by divorce, or parenting by choice. So, of course, as a lady, she's going to be dissecting it from the women angle. While later on, I'm going to bring our own Omilo, Austin Omilo, to also look at it from the men angle. And you arrive at a conclusion. Our journalists will bring every opinion to the public bar for judgment. In Kelvin, a quick one. Single parenting by widowhood, by divorce, or by choice. What is the negative implication, or starting from the positive implication, then end it with negative implications?
All right, thank you. I really don't know if there's a positive implication to single parenting. But let's see. You said
By widowhood, by divorce,
yeah,
or by choice?
Choice, yeah. By widowhood, it is not the partner's fault. Okay, it is not the person's fault that she became a widow. It's life. So in such situation, what the woman is supposed to do is balance up for both the husband and herself. What the husband was supposed to do while alive, she has to step into that shoe to do it so the child will not feel the impact of the father's demise. The child will see a father figure in the woman. So it's both a father figure and the mother figure. So all she has to do is try her possible best to make sure that she fills in the gap. She fills that seat or the vacuum that the husband has left. Now you say by
divorce.
By divorce. Well, what led to the divorce matters a lot. If it is physical abuse, then it's okay. Because that child has already seen the picture that the parents are painting. And it's very, very easy for a child to copy what the parents are doing. Even if you tell the child, don't do this, don't slap a lady, don't fight, because you're fighting and you're slapping your wife, that child will definitely do it. Because you're not doing what you preach. You're only asking the child not to do, and you're doing it. Of course, that child will do it. So that's the negative impact it has on that child. And then by choice, that's to say a woman did not get married, or she chooses not to get married, she just wants to be a mother. And she has a lot to do. In this case, the child does not know anything further. If the child is a boy, men are always good to tutor their boy child. There are things you have to tell your boy child, things that you experienced while growing up as a man, as a boy. You have to inculcate it in the life of that child. So the child doesn't make same mistake that you made. That's if you made a mistake. A woman cannot understand a boy's life. So she cannot explain to that boy child what he is supposed to do and what not he is supposed to do. She can only do that to a girl child because she's a woman and she was once a girl. So she will tell the child the mistake she made in the past, she will make sure that the child doesn't make such mistake. Like myself, there are so many mistakes I made in the past, and I would not want my child to make such mistakes. So I am in that right position to explain or to tutor my child not to follow my footstep. But I will not be able to tutor a boy child because I do not really understand a boy's life. I can't understand a man's life. There are ways men will see women I will not be able to see. So there are things that I will not be able to tell my boy child that the father can't help. The father can explain better. And the child will understand better. Why? Because it's coming from a man, a same gender. But in all, single parenting is not really bad. Some people tend to think it's bad.
Let me quickly add before you continue. I forgot to add by accident.
Which is by accident.
Single parenting by accident.
Accidental pregnancy.
Yes, about the pregnancy.
Well, I will have to correct you there. There is no pregnancy that is by accident.
Okay.
No, there's no pregnancy that is by accident. I don't believe that. People say I got pregnant by accident. No, you did not get pregnant by accident.
Okay.
It's already ordained. It's ordained.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Okay, so is it by unwanted? Can you say unwanted?
Yeah, you never wanted the pregnancy.
Okay, that's unwanted. Okay.
Yeah, you never wanted.
Okay, by unwanted.
Any which way, single parenting is not bad. That's if and only if that woman or the mother dedicates her life in grooming that child the way the child is supposed to grow. Now, because you're a single parent, doesn't mean you have to pamper that child to spoil. It doesn't mean you have to make everything available for that child. The child wants an iPhone at age 5, you provide an iPhone, or because you don't want the child to feel that there is no man in his life or in her life. No. The child wants to go on vacation here, you allow the child, you just give the child free hand. You're not training that child, you're not making the child feel that, oh, I am father and mother in one. No, you're spoiling that child. You're wrecking her future. Because by the time she grows, she doesn't get all those things that you're giving her or you've been giving to her when she was young. She will tend to look for it one way or the other because she must have it. Something she craves for, you give her. Then now she's craving for it, you can't give her. She must have it one way or the other. There's this celebrity that always comes online to say, my daughter, have you ever seen any man come to the house to look for me? The daughter says no. Is there anything I'm not giving you that a man is supposed to give? No. Are you missing any man figure? No. So I'm super mom. I'm dad and mom in one. You're not helping that child. You're trying to make that child see that there is no single problem if there is no man in her life. I know every woman needs a man in her life. Apart from any other thing, you need succor. You need a man to talk to. In fact, there are so many things that you need a man for. So if you make that child have this idea or knowledge that a man is not important in my life, it is wrong. That child at the age of marriage might not be ready to even want to settle down. And probably when she's of age or over age to get married, that's when she'll start going to mountains to pray, looking for a man. But you have instilled in her that men are nothing. Men you don't need a man in your life. As a woman, you're okay, you're strong. It's a decision for you as a mother to say, oh, I don't want a man in my life. I want to stay alone. But don't pass it to your child. Don't make your child see that men are worthless. Men are not useful. No. Let your child adore men. Let them know that a man is important in my life. So it's very, very important the way we raise our children as single parents. It's very important the way you raise them up. There are some things that you shouldn't let them know. There are some things you shouldn't let them do. There are some things you shouldn't let them see. It's very, very important. So negative aspect is you as a parent that will cause it. Positive, it's you. It's just by choice.
Yeah, really very quick one. We have stigmatization when they grow up. Whether we like it or not, that's the age they reach. In African culture, the guy will begin to see who is my father, who is not my father. At the age of marriage, they now say who is your father, who is not your father, and the kinsman syndrome about single parenting, particularly when it comes by accident or by choice. So now, how then do you solve that problem when it gets to that time? By divorce can be understood, by widowhood can be understood, but by choice and by accident or unwanted, sometimes it's difficult.
Okay, your question is how does the society see a child that is being born?
Yes.
Okay, but that's being raised by one parent.
By one parent.
The society needs to grow up. It is not the child's fault that he doesn't have a father. Whether by accident, whether by unwanted, nobody prays not to have a father and a mother. So it's not the child's fault. So you don't stigmatize that child. You don't even stigmatize the mother. It is her choice. We are all entitled to our choice. So the society needs to grow. The society needs to be sensitized. There are some things that you should not get involved in, and that's people's choices of livelihood, people's choices of who they want to become in life. So in that aspect, I'll blame the society for judging.
I've had a talk from her about single parenting. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes our society, our father and our mother, that child you stigmatize because he doesn't have a father, please, you have to have a change of mind. That child you denied the husband that will marry her because the mother gave birth at home. Of course, avoid yourself from that. That is a very, very, very how do I describe it now? It's a sin before God and man. So of course, we have to stop stigmatization of those raised by single mothers, whether by widowhood, by divorce, by choice, or by unwanted pregnancy, as the case may be. In society, we must grow up. Some African culture, we must leave them behind. When that child gives you more, like she said, you collect and say thank you. My name is Chidi Peters. Don't fail to like, share, subscribe, and press that notification button to get more and more updates on Novel TV Live. Thank you and bye-bye.